today is the one-year anniversary of the Golden Dome mosque bombing that sparked Iraq's Sunni Shiite tensions into a state of civil war there. In our fourth story tonight, Iraq marked the day as it has so many others, with bloodshed and mourning, after a series of bombs killed approximately 80 people in Baghdad. The attacks in a mostly Shiite neighborhood in glaring contrast to yesterday's claim by an anonymous U.S. military official that Iran, a Shiite country, quote, is a significant contributor to attacks on coalition forces and also supports violence against the Iraqi security forces. Exhibit A backing up this claim, photos released Sunday of an allegedly Iranian munitions found in Iraq. That anonymous official blaming shaped charges from Iran, known as explosively formed penetrators, EFPs, for having killed 170 American troops in Iraq since June 2004. All of this coming in Sunday's background briefing in Baghdad, intended to bolster the president's portrayal of Iran as a threat to Iraq's stability and to the lives of Americans in Iraq. But no Pentagon officials publicly attached their names to the new claims. No one representing the State Department, the CIA, Director of National Intelligence participated in the briefing. And a mere 24 hours later, the Joint Chiefs Chairman, General Peter Pace, responded to one of the briefing's central claims, saying, quote, "We know that the explosively formed projectiles are manufactured in Iran. What I would not say is that the Iranian government per se knows about this." Joining us now, University of Michigan modern Middle East history professor Juan Cole, author of Sacred Space and Holy War. He blogs about the Middle East at juancole.com. Professor Cole, thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks, Keith.
Are we simply in reruns now? Earlier tonight we heard Richard Armitage's voice on tape in the Libby trial. White House overrules the facts the CIA had about Niger and uranium because it didn't like the facts. Is this the same kind of guilt by association kind of intelligence that was used to rationalize war in Iraq in 2002 being used to rationalize something against Iran in 2007?
Well, it's like a bad answer to a mystery story. The people with the right motives are not being matched up with the right actions, and the whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Specifically regarding that, didn't the U.S. government originally suggest that the Iranian aid was going to the Sunnis, the religious opponents of Iran, and now these Iranian EFPs are supposed to be going to the Shiites? Isn't that a 180? Is that not enough to make anybody with an IQ bigger than a walnut doubt that there is any connection between the two countries in this?
Well, I think part of it is that they're reasoning back from facts on the ground. You know, the Hezbollah pioneered with these shaped charges against Israeli tanks in southern Lebanon. So then when the Sunni Arabs in Iraq started using them against American armored vehicles, they thought, well, they must be getting them from Hezbollah in Iran. But what the other possibility is that, you know, they're not that hard to make. There are other groups in the terrorist underworld who knew how to do it, and the Sunni Baathis picked it up from them.
Yeah, in 2005, the London paper, The Independent, reported that the bombs like these EFPs were in Iraq, but they didn't go through Tehran, even though that was the British claim at that point, but they went through Palestinian groups who had gotten technology from the IRA, and the IRA had gotten them in a botched sting operation from British security services. Are the weapons that the Iraqi militias are getting more likely to be from Iran, or are they more likely to be from the West, and even not directly, obviously, but could they be from the U.S. itself?
Well, the Sunni Arab guerrilla groups get their weapons from all over. There were 200,000 tons of missing munitions in Iraq to begin with that they mine. Then the Iraqi government gets munitions from the United States, which corrupt soldiers and officials sell off on a lively black market. Recently, Lebanon has been importing black market arms from Iraq, which originally came from the United States. So the place is awash with weaponry. It would be surprising if there weren't some Iranian bombs lying about there.
Now, Iran has been portrayed as an enemy, often with just cause from the perspective of the average American, but Iran tried to help us against al-Qaeda and the Taliban, helped establish democracy in Afghanistan, is today, at least officially, an ally of the new Iraqi government. And Colin Powell's former chief of staff, Larry Wilkerson, said that Iran had offered to help us in Iraq in 2003, and this government turned them down. Is the bottom line on Iran clearly visible? Are they enemy? Are they potential enemy? Are they potential ally? What are they?
Well, Iran could fairly easily be brought into the cold, from the cold, I believe. I think that the Washington power elite, especially Vice President Dick Cheney, does not want Iran Iran's regime to be rehabilitated. They don't want to deal with them. They'd like to see them gone and overthrown. And so they seize on any pretext to put Iran forward. I mean, over 3,000 U.S. troops have been killed in Iraq, mostly by Sunni Arab guerrillas. Why aren't they doing briefings at the Pentagon about the Ba'ath Party and about the backing for the Sunnis from various local publics in the Middle East, which are allies of the United States? Why are they trotting out this Iran stuff? It's because they have it in for Iran.
Juan Cole of the University of Michigan and of Salon.com. Great thanks for your time, Professor.
Thank you.